Hi, my name is Gauravi, and I'm a product designer based out of California. And this is my video portfolio. I've been working as a product designer for over 5 years across India and Dubai, and now I'm in the USA pursuing my master's in human factors ergonomics, UX concentration program. These are the companies that I worked with so far: Emirates NBD, Jumeirah Group, Specsavers, Mashreq Bank, to name a few. Um, and I am a storyteller and also a design host on the side. Some of the ethos that I believe in as a designer and as a person is to always have a human centered approach to problem solving, always starting with empathy. I focus on identifying the gaps and places that go unnoticed often. I also act on simple and meaningful changes and try to create an impact by targeting the low hanging fruits. I also like to design with intention and making sure that every decision serves a purpose. And also to make the product go live, something that I am absolutely passionate about is having it all come through live. Some of the projects and very diverse projects I could tell, from banking to finance to creating design systems from scratch, something that I'm passionate about, to shipping an e-commerce website. Yes, that was a failed incubator idea, but we'll get into it later. And to researching why a frustrated customer would complain to the CEO. So let's get started. So the first project that I'm going to talk about is FX, foreign currency exchange deal booking for Emirates NBD. The challenge was to simplify a very complex system where the exchange rates would fluctuate every 90 seconds, and the system was extremely outdated. Uh, a, a relationship manager would get in touch with a trader to book a deal. Meanwhile, the customer is on the call. It was a project that went up to for over 16 weeks. We were 8 people, 2 designers, and the approach was to have a lot of internal calls to really understand the complexity of it. Few weeks later, this was the output. I'm going to take you through a little bit of prototype here. We selected the KIF of the customer, the buying and selling currency. Um, and you could see on the right hand side of the screen, the amount of buying and selling amount is already pre-filled. Once you select your account number, the deal rate would appear and you can place your order. Meanwhile, you're placing your order, the timer gets started. This was a very interesting project, and it actually created some impact in terms of numbers. So once the project got live, we got in at least 16,000 of FX deals, 400 new users were onboarded, and 262 million AD revenue was generated. The second project that I'm going to talk about is creating design system for Jumeirah Group. The brand has over 25 luxury properties, but the design system was extremely broken, and there were a lot of missing elements from the current design system. What I identified was it was an engineer-led approach, and things were done on the go. Where I stepped in, I focused on creating the design system into halves, a foundation and components. So, foundation laid down your core principles, including your colors, your typography, your icons, and spacing, so on and so forth. And your components segment consisted of reusable UI elements, from your cards to your to copies to creating buttons. My focus here was to create a streamlined design and development while maintaining a scalable design system, and also keeping it consistent with Jumeirah brand guidelines. The project was a win-win. We had one library, two languages, Arabic and English, across all the 6 brands. Yes. The third project that I'm going to talk about is for Specsavers. The idea was to create an incubator structure of 3 stores and run it for a period of 3 years while going through a lot of tech transition. It was based in Belgium. The idea also was to try and test new technologies and not to hamper the current systems, because the systems were huge, the customer base was massive, and we wanted to test and try new technology without hampering the current market. uh, it went through its own research phase. A lot of research was put in. The project went on for almost 6 to 7 months, and we kind of tapped into a lot of different things, a lot of blended journey where you would have to have the customer in store versus your online journey where you could do the end-to-end journeys online. The project was a fail, and nothing is there anymore in the market. There was a lot of reasons behind it, and I would not like to get into that, but just want to show my journey here and the kind of work that I did. We created a lot of screens for a lot of journeys, for like your PDP journeys, your product pages, your product selections, checkout journeys, and that was created across all the three different browser systems, on your desktop, tablet, and mobile phone. There were almost 300 plus screens that were made. The design system already existed because it was a brand that is already there across the globe, and we just kind of had to tap onto what existed. Uh, the last project that I'm going to talk about is customer care revamp, and it is one of my favorite projects that I worked on, not because just design, but the story part of it. So it started off with a friend of CEO reaching out to CEO saying that, "Hey, buddy, I'm stuck at the airport and I can't find the bank number on my mobile browser, and I don't know how to reach the customer care, and my card is blocked and I cannot proceed." That's when the CEO had a meeting with everyone in the morning, and he was like, "Guys, what's happening with the customer care? Is there a problem there?" That led to the whole discovery of having a extremely broken customer care. It was not just broken; it never existed in the first place, and there was just a customer care number on the website, which was also deeply nested. So in the moment of where you're panicking, it's hard to find a solution like that. So that made me do a lot of research on customer journey, and no self assistance, lack of customer solving the problem, lack of user education, and there were a lot of recommendation around the how to find the right query, self assistance, so on and so forth. And now that you can see the product is out there in the market, it is live, and I'm going to take you through the live website. Okay, work. Okay, all right. That's taking a bit too long. Right there, there. Like you can see on the top of the website, there's a search with a lot of key integrated words that were found from the research, which were based out of what is exactly the customer is calling for, why are we having so many calls on the customer care, and what are the queries. And we listed top most queries. Every few weeks we check the query list, and we kind of upgrade our system on the basis of that. We also have a sign in here for the customer to have a better experience. You put your reference number, and your complaint request will be tracked. For most important questions that are asked very frequently, you can directly go to the answer. You can browse on the basis of the topics. So yeah, you can see all the topics here, and you can have your FAQs running on this side. You can always go to the answer, and the answers which are not provided will have your phone number on it. And as you scroll more through, you will see a couple of other things. The website is really lagging right now. We also integrated video components to it, so all the videos that you can actually view FAQs without having to read through the FAQs. And all the numbers were listed right here so that you don't have a nested experience per se. So that was that. Also worked on a lot of different projects at Emirates NBD. One of the key projects was business online mobile application for corporate banking customer. It was one of the. It's still a work in progress because I left the country by the time the work was on, but I worked on it for almost 8 months while I was there. Another key project, which was all my baby, was trade finance. I started from scratch. It was an end-to-end journey, and also created some really good impact on the customer base. If you want to know more about it, always get in touch with me. Something that I'm currently working on is called My Teamy. It's a digital scoring tool for your career path, and it also kind of is integrated with AI, so it gives you the approach of having a better career score in order to be notified to the right recruiters or hiring managers. Lastly, I would like to say that I like to build more meaningful and responsible solution. We all know by this time design history or typography and aesthetics and colors, but we what really need to understand, and what I really believe is to know the ethics, have an inclusive solution, work on accessibility, know what are the biases, and also a little bit about the world history and where we come from, and always have a human as the center of your solution. So that's me. I hope you like it, and if you wanna discuss any of these projects in more depth, I'm always there. Thank you so much. Bye bye.